Hello everyone. I'd like to share our latest project. It's a journal made with a book cover dated 1914. It's called The Human Side of Plants. It measures 6¼ inches wide by 8¼ inches high, and it has a 1¾ inch spine. There's nothing I could do to this book. I couldn't add to it, so I have some eyelets. I'll be adding some seam binding for closure. It has 6 hand stitch signatures for a total of 200 pages. It's all original paper and ephemera. There are no digitals, no photocopies, no scans. So we'll go through the book. This is scrapbook paper. A lot of fussy cutting. A lot of room for journaling. This journal is sold, and the lady does journaling every day. There's some Rosemary Morris eco-dyed paper. There's some Louise Fraser tea and coffee stain dyed paper that I just love. Pages from botanical books. A lot of ledger paper. There's Rosemary Morris again. There are 4 color prints from the book. The others are all black and white. Some I've included in the journal. Others are loose in one of the pockets. A vintage envelope with a receipt dated 1892. This is a French page from a French shorthand book. Envelope with journaling card. It's with a ruffle, and we'll go a little bit quick. This is from a ledger index page. I made a pocket, and here is a receipt dated 1815. Oops. Love the handwriting. I made a tag with the end paper. It was just naturally distressed in the back here. I put a little vintage, this is a little vintage glassine bag with a tag. The contents, I really like the contents page from this journal. Here's one of the black and white images, vintage ledger. Here's a glassine bag. I left it empty. There's room to add. I had to stop adding because it was just getting too fluffy. Here is a tag. That's a Rosemary Morris eco-dyed paper. I made a tag with this brass, I don't know what you call it, tag I guess. Some vintage ledger. Here's a corner tuck with a card that I did some fussy cutting and room to journal. And this item here is from an envelope from France. I love the sound of that paper. That's from that vintage album, photo album that I got. And I've left all the photo corners, and used some. Here are some of those. There's black and white images from the book. The other side of that bag. Here's a vintage accounting card that I just love. And here's some additional drilling paper. Another color image. There's only 4 of them in the book. Here's a CD envelope with journaling card. This is from Louise Fraser's tea and coffee stained paper. Another little vintage ledger page. Here's a class envelope. I made a large a notepad. Here is the human side of plants, and there's a copyright. Did I say 1914? Yeah, 1914. Yeah. A couple of tags here. Here is a pocket made with the photo album page. A library card with a plant definition. Here is these are pages from 2 books that I have for plant analysis. This one is dated 1876, and this one is dated 1892. Here's a bag, and it's long. That's how long it is. I wrapped it around the back, put some tags. These also are from Louise, with a tag that I had to cut to put in there. Here's a vintage flashcard that I cut down to make a corner pocket. Here's an envelope from, it looks like 1834, but the handwriting is just beautiful. And here's a receipt dated 1874. A vintage airmail envelope, some fussy cutting, another color print. Here there's room. There's 2 pockets here. Here's a seed envelope with a journaling card. The other side of the airmail envelope, this is Tim Holt's ephemera. This corner pocket is one of those Viewmaster reels with its little envelope that I created a pocket with. Another tag that I made with the end paper, and some paper pages from the book. Here's a receipt from 1911, the Oklahoma City Water Department. 1939 receipt. A jeweler's envelope with a journaling card inside. And here's that 4th color print from the book, which is beautiful. Some vintage ledger. This is some Louise Fraser tea coffee stained paper. Stained, dyed, I never know which way to go with that. Another CD envelope, a journal, another bag. Rosemary Morris Echo dyed paper. This again I made with paper from the book. These little tags. This Louise paper. This index card, I did some collage. And here, oh sorry, it's some extra labels, and here's a pocket. That's a pocket. And here's some little receipts. And inside the envelope, there's room to add some personal items. This is also the end paper from the book with the natural staining. I love it. Edith Morris. I was thinking of Edith Holden. Rosemary Morris Echo dyed paper. Beautiful. The other side of the bag. And here's the back. There are more of those. I think there's 10 pages, loose 10 pages of the black and white prints. And here's the back of the journal. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.